What's up, man? All right. Normally, I don't do preseason action. What up, Z? Because nothing's more meaningless in the NBA than a preseason game. This game absolutely means nothing. But I thought I got other stuff to talk about. I just put that as the headline. But I guess we could go over this game a little bit. The role players for the Nets do look a little better than the Lakers. So what I'm observing is the role players. I'm not even observing the superstars. I'm looking at the role players. And the role players for the Nets seem a little bit better, a tad bit better. Kind of makes you think over the course of a whole 82 regular game season, how would the Lakers hold up? Role playing wise. But yes, my Eagles took another loss. It was a high scoring game, 30-42. We were up in lead at first. And we just couldn't hold on to that lead, man. We're going on a losing drought. We're getting our butts kicked right now, which is okay. Anthony Davis did have some playing time, right? And his playing time, just to get his legs underneath him, and he was something like 2 for 6. He still seems a little hesitant out there, a little slow, injury prone. Now, one thing with Anthony Davis is he's going to get hurt. Question is, how long is he going to be hurt for? Because if he misses out a lot of games, it could hurt the team. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, NFL Sunday. You're going to order some pizza? If you're going to order pizza, make sure it's the real thing. Don't go no Domino's or Pizza Hut route. That's like eating McDonald's and Burger King. Don't put that slop in your mouth, man. It's not good for your health. If you're going to get a cheeseburger or a pizza, make sure it's a good cheeseburger and pizza. Well, hey, it's not good for your team in Philly, man. Trade Ben Simmons and get it over with, and the Nets should trade Kyrie Irving and get it over with. My thing with Kyrie Irving is the Nets don't really need you. Everything Kyrie Irving does, James Harden does. So why you need it? Hold on for 1 minute.
Can you pass my medicine?
Huh?
Can you pass my medicine?
Sure. Which one?
All of them. Just give me the basket.
Pass them up to you. Oh, I didn't order no hint water yet, man, but I do actually miss it. I got to place an order in for that. I could get it in the stores, but it's much easier to get it ordering because you can pick what flavor you want. Hold on.
This, there's,
Huh?
this is what I'm telling you. This one is here in LA.
What?
This is what I'm telling you. This like this.
Oh, okay.
And this one is like, you just have to plug it.
How much you go for?
$54.
Unsweetened tea. No sugar, anything in it. 72 to 65. My Eagles on a losing streak, man. Gotta hold those L's a lot, man. I think we may be in trouble this season. We might be in trouble this season. When you look, a microphone with a light on it. That's the newest one. A mic with the light. All right. Yeah, thanks, G Money. Got the bright light joint going on. You watching this preseason action? I think you was right about these role players. I know it's just preseason, and you don't put too much stock in preseason, but you could at least get a little scope of what role players you think is better. I think the Nets got better role players. I think over the course of the year, Lakers role players are a tad bit older, so it's going to be hard for them to preserve that all season long. I do stand by Kyrie Irving's choice not to get vaccinated. Okay? Now, whether you're vaccinated or not, we have to always live with the choices we make in life. Okay? Well, you could get vaccinated and still have some bad outcome to it. You could have not get vaccinated and have some bad outcome to it. So whatever we do in life, we have to be willing to accept the pros and cons. There's sacrifice and everything that comes along with the territory, you know? So if the man don't want to be vaccinated, I stand by it. But I think ultimately he's going to be vaccinated and ultimately he's going to be traded. It's only a matter of time before the Nets is like, we had enough of these antics. We're going to sit Kevin Durant down. We don't want him on the Nets. I honestly believe he's going to be traded off the Nets. And I honestly believe it's only a matter of time before Ben Simmons get traded. You know, and no, I don't believe he cheated, man. Delonte Wilder just got beat. People always make excuses in boxing when somebody loses. It's always a reason to why you lost, excuse-wise. But if a man puts you down in the boxing ring, no excuse after that. You just got your ass beat. Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving is a more legit trade. That helps Brooklyn, and it also helps James Harden and Kevin Durant become more superstars. Because they could do a little more besides hiding behind Kyrie Irving. Vice versa. Oh, yeah, I know, man. I've been busy a little bit. But I got a video about Manny. It's a little bit touching on his retirement, but it's touching on something else. All right. I'm touching on Manny's award that he got over Floyd Mayweather. He got an award over Floyd Mayweather. So I'll touch on that a little more, opposite to him retiring. Rockies ain't making the playoffs. I agree with you, G Money. I think so too. You know, they're in rebuilding mode. But what y'all think about this Nets and Lakers showdown, role player wise? These role players on the Lakers seem a little bit sketchy. Role players help you win a championship. So, yeah. NFL Sunday, by the way. The NFL is going to clash with the NBA. October 20th is the first day of the NBA season. And, of course, football is still going to be around. So, it's going to be a mix of a lot of stuff going on. $70 to $75 so far. One more quarter to go. How you feeling over there? You need anything else? All right. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Let me just... Soup no good? Or you just want this?
No, I don't want this. And then I want more juice.
All right. You need this, but you want more juice. All right. More juice it is. Yeah, let me come over this way. There you go. So, I think Kyrie Irving going to bite the bullet and get vaccinated. But then here's the thing. If Kyrie Irving does get vaccinated, he's going to feel like, hey, he caved in. Mentally, he's going to be in another place that may distract from the team. He may feel like, hey, I don't like what I did to myself. You know, he may want to get traded. You know? I sure hope they are, Red Pill. It gives us something to talk about because right now we got the Nets and Lakers. All the storylines is going to be the Nets and Lakers. So I'm giving you a warning right now. This upcoming NBA season, don't get mad at me if I'm talking a lot about LeBron. KD and the Nets, and super teams, because that's going to be the narrative for the whole entire season. If you don't like it, my best bet is stay away from the NBA. If you don't want to hear about Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, or Pat Mahomes, stay away from the NFL. But see how I said numerous guys' names? Because at least the NFL advertises and promotes more stuff than just one thing. 80% of the NBA is going to be about LeBron James this upcoming season. The other 20% is going to be the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. So I'm giving you the warning ahead of time. You're going to sit there and say, all you talk about is LeBron. He's going to be on the news every single day. Him and Kevin Durant. It's going to be the Nets and Lakers. Everybody else is going to get no play whatsoever. So I'm only covering what I see. All right. And what I'm seeing is going to be a lot of LeBron James. There's going to be a lot of that. So for all you LeBron fanboys out there, I'm letting you know a warning ahead of time. And when I drop a video and if I criticize him, it's because he's going to be in the headlines every single day. And give a little 5% to Steph Curry. So 15% KD and Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is going to be in the news for all the wrong things. He's going to get badged all season long with this COVID nonsense. It's going to be a point till he's going to want to leave the Brooklyn Nets, because he ain't going to be able to put up with that pressure that the media is going to put on Kyrie Irving. The media is going to run Kyrie Irving out the Brooklyn Nets. You know? The Heat will be underdogs. Everybody's going to be underdogs in basketball except for the Lakers and the Nets. Everybody else is underdogs. That's all the league is going to talk about. I hope Giannis can repeat, but he ain't going to get no credit for it because nobody going to talk about him. But I will. At least I will. Because all you guys going to be talking about is LeBron James and how the media said this about LeBron and defending LeBron. It's going to be either two things: defending LeBron or criticizing LeBron. You know, that's all it's going to be. So I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. You know, this is part of the reason why the NFL is a little bit better. Hands down, the NFL is more fun to watch. You know, so for some of you that never watch NFL football or don't watch it, you should give it a try. At least there's different storylines. You know, that's very debatable. Giannis is a very entertaining player to a certain extent because he dunks. You know, anybody that dunks the basketball is going to be entertaining. But the most exciting, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't go that far. You still got the Kevin Durant's. You still got the showstoppers like Kyrie Irving. You still got a lot. You know, you still got a lot. I had ESPN Plus. I don't have it no more. You know, is there anything else you need? You move it? All right. Oh, and thanks for the shout outs to Hannah, the Get Well shout outs to Hannah. You know, she's a warrior. She's doing her thing. That's, man, this life we live in a very weird world right now, man. You know, the battle of the vaccinated and the non-vaccinated, science versus religion. You know, some people say, I don't want to get vaccinated because if it's my time, it's my time. It's in God's hand. You know, I don't believe in no damn vaccination. But then the other people on the flip side of that is saying, hey, get the vaccine, get this, get that. But you know what? To each his own. We live in a country with supposedly capitalism. So why does everybody seem like they forced to get vaccinated? It should be a choice to get vaccinated. It should not be a forcement. And you should be able to still do your job, whether you vaccinated or not. Man, that's all right. I'm still sticking it out with my Eagles. I've been an Eagle fan since the McNabb days. My family's been an Eagles fan since the 80s. In particular, my uncle. How I got to be an Eagles fan is used to go to Philly a lot during the summer. Leave Queens, go to Philly. And that's how I got to become an Eagles fan. Okay, so Zach, you one of those types then, because a lot of people feel different. Some people say, hey, I'm vaccinated or not. If something happens to me, it's going to happen to me. It's like watching a movie. You ever watch a movie where a guy tried to change reality? Let's say he tried to save a loved one. And no matter what he does, that person still ends up dying because it's like destiny or it's set in stone that person is going to die. You ever watch Doctor Strange? On What If, a Marvel cartoon? He kept going back in time trying to save his wife or whatever. And every time he tried to do something different, she still ends up dying. And he kept going over and over again. And, he couldn't change it. It was like, hey, you can't change that timeline, Oh, nah, those cowgirls are not excited, But we a bunch of warriors over here. I'm not vaccinated. My wife is not vaccinated. We believe in, the natural way of things. She's Filipino, and a lot of Filipinos I notice they do stuff like natural herbs. They don't believe in like going to the doctor too much. It's not something that they do. If they're sick, they use natural home remedies. From what am I right? So you guys, they use natural home remedies, and you cannot criticize them and say, they're crazy for not going to a doctor. A doctor is still a man, a human too. So what's the difference between you taking advice from somebody that's providing you natural remedy to somebody who got a degree telling you that you need to do this and do that? At the end of the day, that guy don't know as much as you do, much as the next person do, because he's human too. He's not God, And the man upstairs, if you believe, he's supposed to be the alpha and the omega. He only knows what's what. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't get to see the new Venom movie. I'll wait till it get bootleg or something. I'm not wasting no money. I ain't going to the theaters. Now, I may not be vaccinated, but that doesn't mean I want to put myself in harm's risk. I don't go with large crowds. I don't do none of them events with large crowds. But I really do stand up for what Kyrie Irving is doing, So it's just sad to a point that he's going to be forced to get vaccinated because he loved playing for the Brooklyn Nets. And he's going to have to do what he had to do to stay on that team before they trade him, because Kevin Durant is his only buddy that's saving him from not being traded. I didn't even know Meek Mill dropped an album. I don't listen to Meek Mill like that. I don't really follow Meek Mill, man. Let me guess. It's good. It must be a good album, right? So you got a guy at my job he's very what I say, he's very science influenced, okay? He believes anything that he's told. If they tell him to go and get vaccinated, he's gonna go and get vaccinated. He's one of those type of guys. And he think you're silly. He think you're stupid if you don't get vaccinated. He think people are crazy for not getting vaccinated. He's hell bent on that belief because he believes very little in God, but more on the science thing. So that's the difference where it comes from. And I told him, why are you knocking somebody that's deep in religion? If somebody believes in Jesus Christ, they believe in God, they a Christian, they're a Buddhist. Who are you to tell that person that they shouldn't believe in these things? Because all you want to do is preach science, because science says, and if you look at the Bible says the Big Bang Theory is fake, but scientists say the Big Bang Theory is real. But key word, theory. That means you don't have no 100% proof that the universe started off a Big Bang. We don't even have no proof if some of these things in space that you say really exist, because nobody's really been to them. So all we're doing is speculating. You got all these scientists that say this planet trillions, billions of miles away exists. Do we really have proof that that planet exists? What if you go to it and it ends up being a non-planet? It's just a big rock, an asteroid that you thought was a planet. You don't have, if we don't have the answers, you don't have the answers, Sway. These scientists think they really got all the answers to everything because they slam people. I watch, me and my wife watch a show called Evil. You should check it out. But it questions religion and it questions science. Which one is more real? But just because you can't see something don't mean it don't exist. You can't see air, but it exists. All right. You haven't seen the sun physically and how big it really is, but you know it exists. Right. That little blink of light that you see in the sky, that's the sun. But you can't see it. You can't see it in entirety. Just because you can't see something don't mean it don't exist. Believe me on that, man. There's an old saying. The biggest thing the devil could do to you is to make you think that he don't exist. All right? It's brainwashing. So this is how you got to fight through that. You don't have all the answers. Hey, man, they don't. Kanye was right on that. A wise man told me don't argue with fools, because from a distance you could tell who is who. Who said that? Who say that, Zach? We are all brothers and sisters. We may have different nationalities, but we all have blood running through our veins. We all human, But this is the problem with a lot of people. Oh, my religion is so much better than yours. You got people fighting. People get killed over religion, dog. Scientists get killed over their beliefs. Everybody here is doing a bunch of crazy shit in the world. And you wonder why the world is the way it is. Because people can't even disagree. You think sport debates are bad? People fight over sport debates? Fanboys, slurpers. Pit two people that have two religious beliefs against each other. And you see how much they're going to fight. They'd be willing to kill each other. Put a scientist and a person of faith in the same room and see if they won't try to kill each other. Now, my wife is a person of faith. She believes in God, Jesus Christ. She's not a scientist. In her mind, she thinks it's these guys are blasphemous. With all these theories, Big Bang Theory, and all this other stuff. So it's always a debate that will never end, You got some people that float a different way, that like the same sex. In the Bible, it says you're not supposed to like the same sex. So that is a sin. This is why some people a lot of people have a problem with that. And I stand by Manny Pacquiao and his beliefs. The man just was talking about his religion. But a lot of people, even in the Philippines, were slamming him, mainly gay people, because he's reading quotes from the Bible. Let the man be what he is. Who are you to tell Manny Pacquiao not to believe in what he believes in? The man is he paid his dues. He did a lot of sinning in his life. He asked for forgiveness, and he's a better man because of it. Because I'm not gonna dismiss the power of religion on people. It changes people, man. It really does. It gives people a higher power. It gives people a more different understanding. They put all the other stuff down and they start looking at life in a completely different manner. 84-81. The Brooklyn Nets only up by 3. I still think these role players on the Nets are just better. They spread the floor. They shoot the ball a lot. And the Lakers seem like an old school team. They're having a hard time keeping up with today's NBA. They seem to be a little slow-footed. They didn't approve on their three-point shooting. You got Westbrook on your team, so you didn't approve of your three-point shooting. And Westbrook got a lot of explaining to do because you never was able to win with all the talent that you played with. Now you're playing with Anthony Davis and LeBron, so if you can't win with them, who can you win with? Because they two of the arguably top 5 best players in the league. Giannis may have a good chance to win MVP. I think anybody on the Nets and Lakers will not win MVP, but they're going to get a lot of talk. That's because they're in the media. What y'all think about my opinion of saying Ben Simmons would be better? I think Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving would be a perfect trade. Matter of fact, I think Ben Simmons and Steph Curry for Kyrie Irving, you put that on the Brooklyn Nets, that's a better team. And the Brooklyn Nets still won't be a super team no more. And they could win in a more respectable fashion, if you ask me. Man, my Eagles staking up the joint, man. I don't know what to say about those dudes. He said the 76ers aren't even title contenders. Hey, what's up, brother? I would say they still contenders in the East. I don't know if they could really win the whole thing, but Philly is definitely still contenders. Depending on what they get for Ben Simmons. Bro, what you think about my belief of Ben Simmons and Kyrie is a good trade?
If you're Brooklyn, I mean, if you get Ben, you get a defender that can pass, but you also have to consider this too. I don't know if that's a good trade for Brooklyn because here's the thing. What happens if there's a game in which Harden either gets hurt or he has a bad series and Durant gets tired? If you have Kyrie, you have another guy that can hit clutch shots. And here's the thing. If you get Ben Simmons, the game's going to turn close. Is he going to hit his free throws? I doubt it. So if I were Brooklyn,
he shot 36% from free throws in a playoff series, bro.
For a point guard, that's embarrassing.
That's just terrible. That's god awful terrible.
That's the reason why if I were the Nets, I'm not trading Kyrie for Ben. I'm not going to do that. No way. I'll keep Kyrie because let's be honest. If Kyrie,
let me ask you this: what if it's for Ben Simmons and Steph Curry?
And Steph Curry?
Yeah. I mean, he could shoot the three. I mean, you could stock up the team. Because here's my problem with Kyrie and James Harden, Gillian. They both really do like the same. It's like an oxymoron. They cancel each other out. I think Kyrie Irving was more beneficial towards the Nets without James Harden. And you could make a case James Harden could do a little bit more things than Kyrie Irving.
I agree. You can make a case. I agree with that. I think James Harden is better than Kyrie, but you have a good point. Maybe this is why I would not trade Kyrie right now. If you're Brooklyn, I'm gonna wait and see how. I'll probably wait till after this season. If the Nets don't win a championship, then you may have to trade somebody. But if they win it, I will keep them. I will just wait till after the season's finished. I will not trade so early.
All right, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? Sorry about your Eagles.
Yeah, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. We just taking the butt whipping right now.
Hey, I got a question for you on your Eagles. Do you think Jalen Hurts is a boom or bust? What do you think about him?
I can answer that easily. A bust.
Wait, you think after because I think it's too early, dog.
I mean, he's young, but at the same time, I don't.
Because I
It's gonna take a while for him to develop, bro. So
watched the last 2 games. That O line, he's not getting good pass protection.
yeah.
Because I like him too. I thought the Bears should have tried to get him because we got Fields instead. Because I think he's a good QB. I think that O line is just they're not good O line.
Bro, we suck right now, man. So we keep
that
taking these L's.
O-line,
And we got a tough schedule, so it is what
Yeah.
it is. But yeah.
Same with the Bears. We have the same problems as you guys. That offense is just that O line's not doing a good job protecting the QB.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, well, what you think of the? Let me just go back to the NBA a little bit.
Sure.
G Money, what you guys think about both of y'all? What y'all think about these Nets role players? Because that's the only thing I'm observing right now is the role players.
They're pretty good. The Nets role players are hustling a little bit. And like millions of why I got the Nets winning the East, won the NBA. I think the NBA is going to want the Nets and the Lakers in the finals. So I think the Nets role players are pretty good. For the Lakers, role players is okay, but not very great. I know many people think the Lakers will underachieve. I think this team has enough to come out the West. Because when when I look at the Western Conference, in my personal opinion, the only team in the West that can beat the Lakers 4 times is the Suns. I don't think the Jazz can do it because, again, it's going to be the same story every year.
Well, hold on. Let me tell you this. Well, I'm glad you said that. Are you saying fully healthy, or are you just saying if injuries take place?
I mean, fully healthy. Again, I'm not saying the Suns will beat the Lakers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they have the best chance in the West, in my opinion. Because one, they have finals experience. 2, even though Chris Paul is getting old, if you notice with Chris Paul, he's been healthier in the regular season. And also Devin Booker, I think, could take the next step. I think DeAndre Ayton could take the next step. I know many people think the Warriors will come out the West, but I don't see it, man. I don't know how Klay Thompson is going to look from the injury, and and they don't have much depth. The Jazz is like, come on, great regular season team, but the choke artists in the playoffs. And the Nuggets, man, it's going to depend on Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray can get healthy, maybe they might do something. But here's another part we have to consider with the Nuggets. Michael Porter's up and down in the playoffs sometimes. Even though the Joker can score and pass, he's a defensive liability. And also, Aaron Gordon, he's streaky sometimes. I just think that the best team in the West that can challenge the Lakers is the Suns.
Hell yeah. I mean, hey, that's not a bad assessment of that. I mean, because when you look at it, the teams that could challenge the Lakers in the West, if you go for it like paper on paper, it don't seem like that much teams that could beat them.
It's really like one team, in my opinion, that can beat the Lakers 4 times. The Nuggets are not going to do it because here's the thing. Who they got to stop LeBron James, AD, and Westbrook? Because here's the thing. AD has bothered Joker in the playoffs before. LeBron, they don't have anyone to stop LeBron in the paint. And Westbrook, I know he could be a head case sometimes, but when he's not a head case, he's one of the best point guards in the NBA. And also, don't forget, Carmelo Anthony can hit big shots for you, too. And Rondo's a good playmaker, and Dwight Howard can get offensive rebounds and stuff. I just think that the NBA is a business. I just think deep down the NBA wants to see a Nets Lakers finals.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, too. And that's why I was saying, everybody don't say I'm talking about LeBron too much when the season comes, because I think all the storylines is going to be that. At least in the NFL, we get different storylines, you know.
Yeah, that is my biggest problem with the NBA right now. It's just like right now the season is so obvious. Like I remember when 2 years ago I was actually excited for the NBA because you had that Clippers-Lakers rivalry and it looked like you didn't know who was going to win. But this year it's too obvious. I think
it's obvious. I know many people say, "Oh, we have to wait and see." In my personal opinion, I don't really have to wait and see for most what's going to happen. I really don't have to because here's the thing. We keep waiting and seeing for some of these teams to adjust, and they don't do it. Like, why would I don't have to be patient with Utah. It's going to be the same story with the Jazz. Great regular season team, but in the playoffs, Gobert will get killed in the pick and roll, and Mitchell, he's a good player, but he doesn't make his teammates better, and Mike Conley's injury prone. For the Nuggets, are you going to trust the Nuggets without Jamal Murray? Like, I don't see it. And also the Warriors. We don't know how Klay Thompson's going to look from his injury. I understand he's a shooter, but you need your foot and your legs to help you shoot the ball. because and it's going to take him some time for him to adjust. To me,
Oh,
the
yeah.
only team in the West that can challenge the Lakers is the Suns.
Oh yeah. Hey, bro, to me, I think Donovan Mitchell is a shot jacker, bro. I'm
Which
sorry.
is, which is.
You
Well,
know,
for me,
I
I
do-
think the bigger problem there is Rudy Gobert.
yeah, I agree with you on that too,
I
man.
think he's the bigger
Yeah.
problem then. I think you need to get Mitchell some scoring help.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
but Mitchell got to take better shots. His basketball IQ of taking stupid low IQ shots is just dumb.
And
I mean, I
that's
see.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying they're going to lose early. I mean, the Blazers making the playoffs, maybe. But here's what Zach needs to understand. We don't know how Jamal Murray is going to look. That's why I'm saying that I don't think the Nuggets can go far. We have to see how he looks. He hasn't played since April. If you listen to what I'm saying, Zach, we don't know how Jamal Murray is going to look. If he's healthy, then they can challenge the Lakers. But if he's not, I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at Mitchell's stats. His field goal percentage was okay. He was 44. Or no, sorry, never mind. He was like 44%. So he's like in the middle.
Yeah. But look how many shots he take.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. That's real low for that.
No, but last playoffs though he was averaging 30. So he wasn't. I think that main problem was the coaching. Who was it? Quinn Snyder, right? Their coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got outcoached by Tyronn Lue. That's what happened.
And
they should have.
Oh yeah, and Ryan, I know my Eagles suck. Yeah, I know you was gonna come over here and rub it in on me, man. It's all right.
That's the Lakers won't sweep the rest. Let's relax. The Lakers are not sweeping the Western Conference. Let's relax about that.
Hey, I could see them going like how it was 2 years ago when the Warriors basically swept through every team.
So 12-1. That's what you're saying. 12-0. That's what you're saying.
Well, maybe they might get. I think if they play the Suns, I could see that as a 5-game series.
I say 6 or 7. I say 6 or 7.
It depends on LeBron, how LeBron plays, and definitely Westbrook. But
Sure.
I could see that series going as 5 games.
Sure. I mean, Denver, I know Zach likes the Nuggets, but here's my problem. Yeah, they can score the ball, but they don't defend. That's the thing, though. Yes, they're a good team, but they don't defend. Jamal Murray's not a great defender. Michael Porter's a crappy defender. Joker's a bad defender. I mean, how are they going to beat the Lakers 4 times?
Like what I'm hoping, I hope we see like what we saw last year, where we see these like new teams emerge. Instead of like,
hang on, it's not me overrating the Suns. Here's why I think the Suns have the best chance, because they have a nice backcourt and Chris Paul and Devin Booker to score and create their own shot. DeAndre Ayton can score in the paint, and the Suns have a decent bench. I just don't trust any other team in the West to give the Lakers that much trouble.
Right.
Yeah, but Michael Porter, hang on, Zach, Michael Porter is good, but did you see Michael Porter in the second round? Like, he can score, but he's a crappy defender, and shot selection is bad too. I don't see the Nuggets doing much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just hope one of these small market teams like they upset the Lakers. Same with the East. I'm hoping like some team like the Bucks or someone could upset the Nets.
I don't see Milwaukee going back. I don't see it. I don't think Milwaukee goes back, because I look at this series against the Nets. I give the Bucks a lot of credit for winning the championship, but let's kind of be honest. All right, if Brooklyn's fully healthy, Milwaukee's not in the conference final. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, and great one. I wanted to tell you, Deshaun Watson. Well, what's up with him, man? He gonna leave the team? Man, I like to pick him up if we could get a hold of him.
Oh, Deshaun Watson, the guy from the Texans.
Yeah.
Apparently, there were 22 women that came out. I think that's just crazy. 22
that's crazy.
Women are coming out against you for sexual assault.
But from what I'm told, he's still going to get employed by the NFL, but he just won't get re-signed with that same team.
Well, I think he's definitely a top 5 QB in the league.
No question. Hell yeah.
I wanted if the Bears could get him, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Bro, you and me both, because I don't want Hurts.
Well, I feel like if Watson comes to our team, we're a Super Bowl contender.
True that.
Because we already have the defense, we just need some improvement on the offense. Because this is a Super Bowl defense. Our offense is trash. But with Deshaun Watson, they could be a Super Bowl contender, no question.
Word. Hey, yo, G Money, why is everybody calling you? Why is this dude calling you a Durant lover? I don't.
Godfather, I'm not gonna listen to Godfather. The dude's an idiot. How am I even?
I have never seen you.
Yeah.
You defend Kevin Durant like constantly. I don't even
Like,
know. Like,
I think he just doesn't like the fact that you are choosing the Nets to come out the East.
what you
Mm.
talking about? I ain't gonna choose the Nets to come out the East.
No,
Like,
I'm just saying that's what I think that's what the Godfather has a problem with.
well,
You choosing the Nets.
well, I don't care what Godfather says.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, because I look at the East last year. Again, yes, Durant didn't get it done, but at the same time, let's use some sort of logic. The Bucks looked mediocre throughout the whole series last year. If you have a fully healthy Kyrie and a fully healthy James Harden, you're telling me the Bucks win that series?
No. And they lost by 39-40 in game 2.
Exactly. And if the Nets beat the Bucks, you really tell me the Hawks would have beat the Nets? Let's stop though. The Nets would have at least gone to the finals, and I think they would have won the championship. They would have beat the Suns. Let's be honest. If the Nets are healthy, they would have won the title last year.
Yeah, no question.
What do you think, Prince? If the Nets were healthy, you think they would have won it all last year?
yeah, easy. I think they would have won that easy. I think they would have met the Suns if they was fully healthy, and they would have beat the Suns probably 5 games at the most.
5, 6 max.
Yeah. No. Oh yeah.
I think even if they didn't trade for Harden, if they just kept that team as is, I think they still would have. If they're healthy, they still would have won the finals.
You can make a case. Jared Allen would have been a good defender in the paint.
Yeah.
Karis Berkman healthy can create some shot. I mean, Kyrie Irving is one of the best shot creators and can attack the rim. And Kyrie can play make when he wants to. And Kevin Durant is one of the best scorers in the league. And when Durant has a chance to play make, he can play make. So if the Nets were fully healthy last year, I think they would have won it all. Because look at the NBA last year. The Lakers had no shooting at all, and Andre Drummond did not fit in that system. The Clippers were too inconsistent for me. The Jazz choke in the playoffs every year. The Nuggets can score but cannot defend. The Suns were inexperienced. The Bucks are good but inconsistent as heck. The Hawks were young. The Sixers were mentally weak. If the Nets were fully healthy, they would have won it all last year. Let's just be honest here.
Word.
Yeah, like I said, I'm tired of these super teams, man.
Yeah, so am I, man. Yo, Bulls Nation, what's up? Yo, you there?
I think PG will start on the Heat, Zach. I think PG took will start on the Heat.
Word. Yo, Bulls Nation, you there? Yo,
Yeah, what's up?
what's up, man? All right, so I take it you're a Bulls fan, man. We got two Chicago Bull fans in here. Great one's a Chicago guy too. You from Chi-Town? Yo, can you hear me?
Bulls Nation.
He probably has something wrong with his mic or something like that. But what were you saying, G Money?
I'm just saying that if Brooklyn's fully healthy, I think they'll win the Eastern Conference. Because 1, they have good ball movement. 2, they have good shooters. 3, they have good cutters. And 4, I mean, getting Patty Mills was big off the bench. You can hit big shots. Paul Millsap's a veteran that you can use. Also, LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know how he's going to look this season because he hasn't played since April, but he can give you mid-range shots a little bit, give you some energy. The Nets really health. I'm just saying if they're healthy. If they're healthy, they're going to the East. NBA Finals. Hang on, guys.
Yo, what would you say? Bulls Nation, what's up, man? You a Bulls fan?
Yeah, I'm a
You
Bulls
must
fan.
be.
My microphone just got messed up, so I just put it back.
It's all good, man. So what's good, man? What you want to chop up? What you want to get off your mind?
No, I mean, I'm open for anything really. Like whatever y'all talking about, I can just like add on to that conversation if y'all already started.
Oh, man, we was talking about a mix of things. We talking about NFL, NBA, or just about anything that comes to mind. Right now, we watching this Nets and Lakers game. I was saying the role plays from the Nets look a little better because right now it's 110-83. But since you a Bulls fan, what you see from your Bulls this upcoming season? You guys got a better roster, so
we looking at between 6th seed and 4th seed at the highest 4th seed at the I'll say average 6th seed.
Are you guys better than the Miami Heat?
Yeah.
What about?
I don't think so.
We are.
I don't think they're maybe because I think the top 3 teams, obviously Nets 1, Bucks 2. I think Miami 3, and I'd probably give, depending who they trade Ben Simmons for, I'd probably give Sixers 4th, and then I'd probably say Bulls would be like a fifth or sixth. I don't know because there's still the Hawks and the Knicks, so I think they're
Right.
somewhere between those teams. And this is the first year together, so I don't think they might have chemistry problems, but probably
yeah.
make the playoffs and then maybe lose in the first round.
So you guys are both Bull fans. Would you want Ben Simmons on your team?
Yeah, I
Hell
would.
no.
He said, "Hell no."
I mean, we don't
man.
need him to score. We just need because that's the Bulls' problem. They have a good offense. They have scorers. They just need some defense. And we got Lonzo for that, but I don't know if Lonzo's going to be able to guard like a guy like Kyrie or someone like that.
Oh yeah, he definitely get cooked. At least with a bigger body with Ben Simmons, you could pit him on the guards to try to harass the guards a little bit.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons, he would fit fine with the Bulls because, like I said, our issue isn't offense. Our issue is defense. And so I think Ben Simmons would fit perfectly with that team.
But yeah, I think the Bulls gonna make some moves, make some noise this season, man. Them and the Miami Heat, they're like two sleepers in the East for me.
Well, like I said, the defense is bad. I think they might have chemistry issues like the first year, but then maybe next year, like kind of like they'll be like a Knicks or a Hawks team, kind of like that.
What about NFL Bulls Nation? You a Bears fan? Or you
Yeah.
strictly NBA?
Yeah, I'm a Bears fan.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I'm a Bears and Buccaneers fan.
okay, that's what's okay. That's what's up. I'm an Eagles fan, man, and we're going to do a little rough patch, but like Great One said, man, we both got a tough schedule, so I didn't suspect us to really beat the Chiefs today anyway. So
well, Prince, you think Jalen Hurts is a bust? I don't know. I think it's too early. With him.
He's not a bust. Hey, no, he's not a bust.
yeah, here's the thing though, man. He's gonna take time to develop, and I want like something a little more proven right now, So I mean, it's
Wait, how's because your defense hasn't been good either, right?
oh no, they dropped 42 on our defense today. That's what I'm saying though. I think Hurts have been better, like coming off the bench and learning from a veteran. Then we slowly ease him into the starting lineup.
Well, you guys lost Carson Wentz. I thought that was a mistake.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But what about your Bears? What's your biggest problem with the Bears?
Oh yeah, we have the same because like I said, our defense is Super Bowl contenders. This is a Super Bowl elite defense, but the offense is it's trash. And Justin Fields, I don't know. Like at first, I thought he might be a bust because he came from Ohio State, and that college always has busts as QB. But he looked good today. But then they're playing a trash team like the Lions, so I gotta see more from him. He reminds me of like a Tyrod Taylor type of guy. I don't think he's gonna be like a franchise guy like Mahomes or Watson, but he could probably be like a Tyrod Taylor type of player or Jameis Winston, someone like that.
And Bulls Nation, who's the greatest basketball player of all time for you? I don't want to pick too much.
LeBron James.
You got LeBron James? I gotta disagree with that one, but give us a breakdown. Why you think LeBron's the best player of all time? Do you have like a certain criteria?
I guess like you talking about in his prime, like for one game or like greatest career wise, like it's kind of hard.
Well, just in general, like
yeah. LeBron,
do you have
just because of his longevity and stuff like that?
Okay, all right.
Like,
and Great One.
What he's done? Yeah.
Well, what's it in for you, Great One?
You already know my stance.
Yeah, I already know your stance.
Yeah.
Stay with me, man. This is Jordan for me, man. Because LeBron's a great player, man, but longevity it has limitations to it.
I still put him. I still say he's probably top 5, like top 5, top 10.
Yeah. Oh, no question. I got him right there too.
Yeah, he's like probably top 5 all time.
Oh yeah.
But my stance on LeBron has kind of changed from like his career to like now.
Oh yeah.
Because, some of the stuff he does though kind of like pisses me off. Like I feel like I question his heart a lot when he's in his game. I question his heart. There's a lot of times where you see where he just gives up on his team. Like it's not about losing because everybody loses.
Yeah, because they're freaking trash.
No, but we've seen him where he like literally quit on it. Like he doesn't like. Do you remember Prince? You probably remember this. Remember the Spurs series in 14?
Yeah, I remember that.
So basically, we know it was a blowout. But in Game 5, they're down. I think they're down 15-14. There's
Mhm.
16. There's 6 minutes left in the game, or 7 minutes, and he checks himself out.
Yeah, I mean, he did that. He did that a lot of times. Now,
Yeah, that's quitting. If you ask
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah.
Even in that series against Boston in 2010.
Yeah, and
where-
they were the number 1 seed, so we can't say that they was completely trash.
Even what's
You
it
can't be
called?
the number 1 seed and be completely trash.
Even I remember the commentators who Mark Jackson was like, I smell like quitting. It looks
Yeah.
like they quit.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only problem with LeBron is that his like mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I question his mentality and heart. Like if he had like Jordan or Kobe's killer instinct,
Yeah, he might be, man. You know, and here's the thing: we got to take into factor. You know, yeah, you're playing at a high level late in your years, but you still got to win most. You know,
He did, bro.
You know.
Listen, he's gonna have five rings 1 year from
We don't
right
know
now.
that
well,
yet.
we don't know that yet. We
I don't
know
think
that
they're
yet.
gonna beat the
Okay,
Nets.
well, what if he does then what?
Then
If he
that's
do-
great for him.
Yeah, that's great for him, but that doesn't really move the needle for me, man, because
Yes,
he
it
still
does.
gets. Like,
He would have beaten Kyrie, Durant, and Harden in the finals if he wins the championship.
well, then he's playing with AD and James Russell Westbrook, so it's not like it's not like he's playing with a bad squad.
All right, well,
Technically, they're supposed to win.
Kobe played with Shaq, Malone, and Peyton and lost to the Pistons. So then, what's that say about Kobe then, huh?
And now Kobe's different though, man, because that situation was different with Malone and Gary Payton.
I mean, I don't know.
Malone and Gary Payton was way out of their prime, man.
And they lost to a Pistons team that had no All-Stars that year.
That Pistons team was great though, man.
That's one of the best defensive teams of all time.
Yes, it was, man. That was a great Pistons
I will say
team.
that Kobe did cost him a series. I will admit that.
I agree that too. You know, that's why I don't get neither one of them as GOAT, Kobe or LeBron. Yeah. They have too much moments. They have suspect moments like that.
Then who's your GOAT then? Who's your GOAT?
Michael Jordan, of course.
Oh gosh.
You know, no question about that.
Wait, Prince, who'd you say you had? Where do you have Kobe ranked again? You have him top 5?
I mean, Kobe floats around, man. He could be top 5, top 10. You know, it depends on how you look at it.
For me, the hardest person to rank is Bill Russell.
Yeah, definitely. Bill Russell
overrated. JaVale McGee 2.0.
I don't know about that.
I agree with him being a little overrated too, man. Because
I don't know about JaVale McGee. That's too far.
He had so much help, man. You know.
No, but JaVale McGee, come on, man.
Oh yeah, not JaVale McGee. Probably more like Ben.
I think if
Wallace.
he played like in the modern day era, he'd be like a Ben Wallace type of player.
Yep, exactly. You know, and
not a great offensive player, but a great like Ben Wallace, like those type of guys.
Oh yeah, and you know, here's the thing.
At the same time, his leadership skills, he had like a lot of great leadership skills, but then offense.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm talking to Zach. No, Zach, Jordan didn't fold against the Magic. He just lost. His team lost. And that was a
year where he played only like 17 games.
Yeah, but you still didn't get the sense that Jordan was quitting or nothing like that. He just
you know
lost.
What? Hold on, man.
You know,
listen. Let me ask you a question. You're a Jordan. You think Jordan's the GOAT, right?
Yes, I do.
So who do you think's more valuable to their team, Jordan or LeBron?
Oh, without a question, Michael Jordan.
Really?
To the Bulls, yes.
How come the year Jordan left to retire, the Bulls won 54?
Oh, this is an easy question. This is easy. They added 7 new players to that team. They added Tony Kukoc, they added Luke Longley, and they added Steve Kerr. So it wasn't like they.
So they didn't need Jordan to get 50 wins, did they?
At that season, no, because they
added
new players.
So
and Tony Kukoc was one of the best European players at the time.
No, this is easy to break down. So what happened in '93 was that because in '92 and '91 there were a 60-something win team. I can't remember. But they won over 60 games. In 93, there was the Olympics, and then Jordan was he was fatigued. So those Bulls players basically took like a lot of rest that year. So they weren't like really engaging in the regular season. Like you see with LeBron, where those years in Cleveland where they should have been number 1 seed all 4 of those years, but they were like number 2 3 out of 4 years because they weren't really putting effort in the regular season.
Oh yeah, and you got to understand something. When LeBron leaves the team,
they get the first pick in the draft. They get the number 1 pick.
No, hold on. When LeBron leaves a team, that it's not just LeBron leaving that team. The whole team is broken apart because a lot of those pieces on that team was there to complement LeBron. Then once they're gone, that team completely breaks apart. Yeah, they had some number 1 draft picks with the Cavaliers, but I think Cavaliers would have been still good, even if LeBron
No, they
didn't
went in
get
full
them.
tank mode too because
Yeah,
I remember that year they traded Mo Williams, Antoine
Yeah.
Jamison was injured,
yeah.
and then they lost the head coach Mike Brown. They basically went in tank mode. Like the owners knew they're not going to go anywhere, so they just tanked to get Kyrie.
So you telling me
Yeah.
LeBron leaves forget Miami because they had a big 3 with Wade and Bosh. Okay,
Yeah.
he comes back to Cleveland. He gets Kyrie and Love, right? They go to 4 straight finals. Kyrie
Yeah.
didn't do shit without LeBron, and Kevin Love didn't do shit without LeBron and Cleveland.
Wait, hold on. That was early in Kyrie Irving's early years. LeBron didn't make the playoffs in his early years neither. So does that mean LeBron James is a flop?
LeBron went to the finals in his 4th year. What are you talking about?
No. I'm talking about his first 2 seasons. All right, just the same way like Kyrie Irving. It takes time to develop, man. It takes time to make it. If LeBron didn't make it to that, if
25 a game.
Look, if LeBron didn't made it to that Cleveland Cavaliers team, the Cavaliers still would have been a good team. They wouldn't have been a championship team. They still would have
like a mediocre,
they would still made
like
yeah.
8 seed.
They would have been the last. They would have been a 10 seed, 11 seed at best.
No, I think they would have been just getting better. They would have got, even if assuming like let's just say they got Kevin Love and they had Andrew Wiggins. I'm sorry, and a bunch of solid pieces around them. They would have been good. They still would have been good.
In 2017, the East was garbage too. So if you take, there's no disrespect to LeBron, but I think that team could have made the finals without him in 2017.
No, they wouldn't.
Because the East was so watered. Look, come on, East. Who are the teams? Raptors, Celtics, and this was before they got Jason Tatum too.
Oh yeah, but that Cavaliers team would have been good with or without LeBron. LeBron makes them a championship team, but then you got Kyrie and Kevin Love. Those are 2 all-stars. They was all-stars before LeBron got there. They would have just got better.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, another thing too.
He still won the 4 straight finals. It's not a coincidence.
Oh well, I mean they should. I mean the East was very weak at that time, and that was the only
It's
team
always
that had
the East is weak though. How come the East is always weak when LeBron's playing? But when he goes to the West, he wins in the West too. So which one?
No.
Is it?
It's because at that time you could just the proof is right there in the pudding. Those teams was trash. Look at their records. The only team in the Eastern Conference that had a big 3 that was formidable and unstoppable was the Cavaliers. They had the best role players and they had 3 all-stars. So of course they're supposed to win.
Oh, another thing about Jordan too, in '95 when he came back, the Bulls were on pace to miss the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
When he came back and played 17 games, they were in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So that second year, Scottie Pippen wasn't doing because that first year without Jordan, he was having an MVP season.
Yep, he played good that 1 year. Then disappeared the next one.
Okay, I got something for you too. Lakers, they had the number 2 pick in the draft. They took Lonzo Ball back to back. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball. LeBron comes to the Lakers. They ended up being the 4th seed before he gets hurt in the West.
But
and they missed the playoffs.
They were like 1 game ahead of 8th. They were like they'll probably make the playoffs, but they weren't. They weren't gonna go to the conference finals or anything.
LeBron took the trash Lakers and they made him the 4th seed before he got hurt.
Well, even when he got hurt and he came back, he still had more than enough opportunity.
Because they fell to like 10th when he came back.
No, they were like 9th. They were 9th.
They had more than enough chances.
They played teams like the Knicks. They played really poor teams too.
And also what I think? I think that team quit on LeBron after they know he was going to get traded.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, wait, he's not. I feel like his leadership was the reason why that team didn't make the playoffs.
Oh yeah. But I give them props. The next season they got AD. AD's still a top 5 player in the league, and they was able to win the championship that next season. So they get props. That's one of the most impressive championships that I like from LeBron is the 2021. So, but that's just my personal opinion. I like that one probably more than the rest of them. But
you like that one from more than
I don't know that just proves he's a GOAT.
Which one?
The Cleveland one was the best one.
That was a good one. That was a fun series to watch, but Kyrie went off in that one too, man. If it wasn't for Kyrie's efforts, they would not won. LeBron James did great too as well.
So what I'll give him credit for is that game against Boston in 2012 in Game 6 where they're down 3-2.
Yeah.
That was like the only time you saw LeBron where he was like, you remember that series, right? When this was before LeBron won any rings.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, hey, if he had that mentality his whole career, he'd be the GOAT.
Oh yeah. I mean,
He
LeBron
was
does
like-
have.
He did. He had that
he does-
mentality. He put a 40 in the finals. He put a 52 on KD's head in the finals. What else do you want?
Nah.
Okay, and then what? And then in OT, he started pouting again.
Okay, because
Yeah.
J.R. Smith's retarded. I don't know what you want me to say. His teammates.
Okay,
said
but
it.
you still have a chance.
You still have a chance to win that game, man.
Yeah.
I think he throw in the towel at that point.
He put a 50.
Well-
And then he
what
came
else?
up. And then he came to the conference. He came to the post game with a cast after he got swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. What else? I mean, you want him to win that series with Kevin Durant?
No, I'm not
Kyrie,
saying he should have
yeah,
won,
Curry?
but we saw him like he didn't give it as like when Jordan played the Celtics. Everyone knew they weren't going to beat them, but he still went out balling the whole series.
LeBron
Yeah.
went out balling too. What are you talking about?
And
No, he's
what?
not in the last game. He took 2 shots in the second half.
Wait, what year are you talking about?
I'm talking
I'm
about
talking
those
about-
first 3 years against like Boston. We knew the Bulls weren't going to beat the Celtics.
Oh yeah. But I
No,
mean,
but
so
that's the
what?
first round. That's the first
What are
round,
you?
though.
What are you talking about in terms of LeBron though? Which one?
I'm talking about LeBron goes to the finals. He puts up 30, 10, and 10, and y'all talking about he doesn't have killer instinct.
What year are you talking about?
Any single year in the Cavaliers, every single year he averaged 30, 10, and 10 in the finals. He had to have at least
LeBron
16,
averages
16, 17, and 18.
LeBron averages. Wait, hold on. We can't stat boost LeBron. He averages 27 a game.
Oh, okay. The 2018
Yeah, I mean,
series.
No,
he-
he's
what
talking
do you have?
about, he's talking about in the finals. He's talking
talking
about in
about-
the finals against the Warriors.
The 2018. Man, they had a handicap situation. But let me tell you this much: in 2017, I thought it was more even out. You
me
had,
too.
How?
man. Because look, and let me explain. You had the big 3 from Cleveland, then you had the big 3 from Golden State. You know, I don't look at Draymond Green the same way y'all look at Draymond Green. So to me, they had
Oh,
two. They had
Sir,
two.
please stop
Hold on.
yourself.
Hold on. They had 2 big 3s. You had Kyrie versus Steph, LeBron versus Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson versus Steph.
Wait,
Kevin
hold
Love.
on. Zach's saying Prince hates LeBron James.
He know I don't. I don't know why he was saying that.
You're telling me
So-
Draymond Green's not important? 2-time defensive.
Man, Draymond Green, one of the most overrated players in the league.
Yo, bro, he's the
Wow.
most overrated all-star in NBA history, bro.
Yeah, he up there, man.
He's
Mr.
the
Triple Single?
all-star in NBA history.
Mr.
Bro,
Triple
and
Single.
it ain't no debate. It ain't no debate about it.
Yeah.
It's straight dirt. But now,
Oh, yeah.
man, but like LeBron James, like I said, LeBron James is known for quitting on his team and trying to. And like, I mean, like, listen, like he's known for like quitting. He's known for stacking the deck. He's known for putting the blame on others. He's
Yeah.
known for doing a lot of coward shit. He's known for this.
Yeah, I mean these
Like
are
this doesn't surprise me.
yeah. And
Well, at least I know hoop facts.
Yeah,
gonna happen.
you know the funniest thing about it, when they lost in 2018, LeBron goes on the podium with the Cavs. That was the most funniest thing to me.
that's
Well, why you doing that? Don't just take your
see,
loss
that's
and just
just
say.
bad.
You know, most people were
Yeah.
giving you a pass anyway. So it is what it is, though, man. You know,
Well, like I said, I know
that's why-
hoop facts doesn't have like LeBron in his top 30. I'll still say he's like top 5, top 10.
No.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not gonna say he's not top 30, but he hasn't did enough for me to put him that high. Like those rings he got, I don't consider those rings, bro. Of course you're gonna win when you stacking the deck, like you creating your own team. That's not impressive, bro. So like how y'all reward people for that? Understand what I'm saying? Like listen, like that's just like saying, right, a guy that got a PhD, right? But this guy, he been cheating since elementary school. Like somebody been doing all the work for him. He just taking the credit. He don't know a goddamn thing. But he's the smartest man in the world because he got a PhD. But he didn't work for it. That doesn't mean nothing. Like, does that make any sense to you, bro? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
no, I feel you. I mean,
that's
No.
what-
here's the dang Bulls nature. We're not saying LeBron isn't great. We just don't. We ain't buying into the whole GOAT thing, man.
He
He's
beat a
great, though.
prime.
He is
Or
great.
not prime. He beat the Spurs team in the finals. He beat Kawhi Leonard, Duncan, Parker, Ginobili. What you talking about, man?
And Kawhi Leonard
Ray
beat
Allen, first of all, Ray Allen.
Kawhi Leonard beat him when he was just a baby, and LeBron was allegedly the best player in the world.
They
But
had
let's be
Tim
honest
Duncan.
too. In 2013, I know
All guys is old, bro.
he played good in Game 7, but let's be honest though, Duncan was out of his prime.
LeBron had Way and Bosh.
No,
still
Duncan
there,
was out
man.
of his prime. He was not
Yeah.
the same Tim Duncan he was in like 05 or 07.
Facts, bro. Like Tim
Yep.
Duncan retired 2 years after they won. He retired 2 years after that. That
I know,
goes
to
to
that
show
Spurs
how
series?
old he was.
He almost pulled the 2011 finals in that Spurs series.
Almost, yeah. You know what? If you take Kawhi out that series, the Heat have a better chance of winning. The X factor was Kawhi Leonard,
Yeah.
and he was just a baby then. That's crazy.
No, I'm talking about the one in 2013
And-
where in
2013?
2013, the first like 5.5 games, he
Mhm.
was doing what he was doing in 2011. It was like 2011 all over again.
Yeah,
And he came up in like the game. He showed up in Game 7.
He showed up
the
in
fourth
Game
quarter.
7. That's when it matters the most. What are you talking about? Of course, like he showed up in Game 7. So
I
how can
mean,
you
but
like this?
still, when he played half-ass, like how much he averaged 2013?
there wouldn't be no Game 7 if Ray Allen was there.
I mean, this is
How much he averaged at finals? How
LeBron
much he
put up
averaged
16.
at finals in 2013?
I don't know. I'm not encyclopedia. I'm
He
sorry.
averaged like 23, 25 a game.
Yeah,
But if it wasn't for that Game
Yeah,
7,
that's-
he would have averaged like 18, 19 a game. Like the first 5.5 games, he was putting up 2011 stats. But
yeah.
then he showed up in Game 7.
And every time Kawhi Leonard was guarding him in 2014, his numbers went down dramatically. You know, they went down
It's
big
like,
time.
yo, look, listen, like LeBron James' his legacy is very, very shaky.
It's
not
suspect, to say the
convincing
least.
like it's not convincing like a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. Like
Exactly.
these guys straight go out and compete, and like these guys want to compete. LeBron James don't want to compete. Like he'd rather put you on his team than rather compete with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of
LeBron James don't want to.
that's something I don't like from Kevin Durant or LeBron James. I don't like the fact that, you know, yeah.
Wait, send a link to Gideon. I think he wants to get in.
Oh,
Don't get me started on Kevin Durant. He's the weakest player in history.
So is LeBron.
No, he's not. That's different, completely different.
Same shit.
yeah, bro, yeah. Kevin Durant being weak-minded, I agree with you on that, you know. But they both been
And
known
so
to
is
fact that
LeBron.
they can do it. Yeah, they both been known to do the same stuff, man. You know. But it's funny though.
But
I think Kevin Durant's better than LeBron James as of right now, though.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
right
he
now.
is.
Right
No, he's
now,
not.
right now.
No,
Not
no,
of all, not
no,
of
he's
an
not.
all-time
No,
list,
he's
but I
not.
think of right now.
Stop it.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. He's a better
He
defensive
is.
player and he's a better scorer.
Okay,
LeBron's
is
a better
just won the-
passer. That's
Who
about
won the
it.
championship? Who won the championship most recently? Durant or LeBron? Who won it?
Okay, LeBron.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's better?
Kevin
LeBron.
Durant wasn't even playing, bro.
Wait, let me ask you.
He was
Yeah,
injured.
Wait. Do you think
Kevin
Giannis-
Durant missed the whole season.
Wait, do you think Giannis is better or LeBron, LeGoat James?
Giannis is not better than LeBron. Giannis is trash. He can't shoot for
Okay,
shit.
who won the championship recently though?
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Ah,
You can't be biased.
that defeats your whole
You
argument.
can't.
Just because you win a most recent championship, don't mean you're the best individual player.
If
That's
AD
been
didn't
going
get
on for a
hurt, if
while.
AD did not get hurt, LeBron would have had his 5th championship this year. They would have beaten.
And if
And
Kyrie,
and
Kyrie
AD's the
Harden
best
don't get
player on the
injured-
team.
If Kyrie and Harden don't get
Facts,
injured, then
yeah.
that's won the championship.
Yep.
he couldn't win
So,
one
yeah,
game. Durant had
if
one
Ky-
game to win. He
LeBron
didn't
lost
win it.
3 games in a row to the Suns.
He was
Yeah.
hurt.
Oh, he was hurt. He was in good shape. He wasn't good to go. That hurt excuse only came after he lost. Because while he was playing, nobody was saying that. That's just a good easy cop out though.
I mean, he was hurt. I don't know what you want me to say. Like,
He was hurt. Was he hurt when he complaining to the referees and not getting back on defense on the other end of the floor?
he couldn't get back
What
because
a-
his ankle was
what-
messed up.
Nah, bro. He was out there running and jumping just like everybody else. And you on the court, you get held responsible for what takes place. If you're that hurt, don't play.
Gideon
of
brought
all-
up a good point. He said CP3 was having a shoulder injury too.
Yeah, CP3. Everybody get hurt in playoff time. So what's the issue? We all banged
no
up.
supporting cast. You had freaking Kyle Kuzma, who's trash. KCP,
That team did their part as role players. They chopped it up down to even a 10-point lead. LeBron could have
For
closed
me,
that game out.
that's on. To be honest, people say LeBron makes his teammates better, but they
He didn't
play
make them better that year.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We can't stop using the injury excuse because everybody get hurt. If that's the case, then no championship is valid. If we're going to talk about injuries all day.
Heck, even in that Miami Heat series, what's it called? Wasn't Bam injured and then Dragic injured too?
Yep. So, it goes both ways, man. We can't keep making excuses for somebody when they lose.
If it goes both ways, then LeBron would have had 5 championships. He would have beaten the Warriors in 2015.
And Kevin Durant would have won the championship this year. I mean, we could do what ifs all day, but it didn't.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, it would. We could do that all day.
If the Lakers would have beaten the Nets, if
What you're saying?
AD didn't get hurt.
We don't know that. This is all what if. We only can talk about what happened. Injuries are part of the game, brother.
I saw a 2K simulation. Lakers ended up winning it.
I like you, Lee Goat, man.
It wasn't no rookie. It was on Hall of Fame too.
I mean, listen. Actually, the Lakers wouldn't have got past the Clippers this year, bro.
Yep, that'd have been a good battle. That would have been a great battle.
Yeah,
I always wanted to see LeBron and Kawhi. I want to see that.
And listen, like LeBron looked terrible against Kawhi Leonard. LeBron looked so fucking terrible and average.
Wait, hold on. How are you gonna call Giannis trash when he just scored 50? He scored 50 points in a finals game.
What?
I was exaggerating. He's not actually trash. It was like sarcasm a little bit.
I like you, Lee Goat, though, man. You're making me laugh, man. I like it. But hey, man, you entitled to your own belief, man. We're not trying to sway you away from saying LeBron.
No, but the thing is, my belief is right though, and I'm trying to tell you guys why your belief is wrong. So
nah, man, it's all the belief.
Oh, yeah, in 2016 too.
It's all the opinion.
Gideon, wait, hold on.
There's no fact to the goat.
He said in 2016, Warriors didn't have Bogut. Curry had an MCL injury, and then Iggy was hurt too.
Exactly. Injuries always been part of basketball. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you can't use that as an excuse. There was no reason for him to be on stage with a cast in 2017. And there was no reason for him to not show up against Kawhi Leonard. He had a lot of turnovers when Kawhi Leonard was guarding him. Was reluctant to even shoot the ball when Kawhi was guarding him. And if you play basketball as much as I
Dwayne Wade was hurt.
Check this out. Nah. If you play basketball as much as I have, you'll realize when somebody is shook and scared to go up against somebody. We all had those.
What experience do you have?
You already had a lot. In the Philippines.
You ever hoop in your driveway or something?
Nope. Bro, play ball all over the place. I played ball in some of the leagues. I met Ron Artest, Lamar Odom. You got to do your stats against me, bro. I played against some of the best players in New York. I'm from Queensbridge, brother.
Wait,
largest housing projects in America. I met Nas, Mobb Deep. Bro, my schedule, my resume go deep.
And I can speak to what Prince was saying. Like I see it in LeBron James' face as well. And
yeah, you can tell when somebody is shook. We from the block.
I play basketball. Look. Check this out. I played basketball in NYC. I played against boys and girls. I played against Lane Stevenson. I had a D1 scholarship. Facts is good. I got trophies all. Like what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Y'all know my resume?
No. What is it?
I played intramural basketball in 8th and 9th grade. I was the third best leading scorer on my team. Averaged 4.5 points a game. So I know what it takes, bro.
Wait. You played up to when? Did you? Nah, bro. Like, first of all, you have to. First of all, like to be in this conversation, bro, you at least have played against the top players in your state or something, bro. Like you at least have to play against. Like, have you ever played in Dykeman? Like, have you ever played in Dykeman tournament? Or
I played in Park District.
Nah, bro. Like, you gotta play like in Bowler's Life. You gotta play in Nike Swish, something, bro. You gotta give me some popular league, elite league you played in, or school you played for. something, at least an AU team, then like I know you official. Like,
Oh, I
bro,
mean, I watched Dykeman
I watch.
games.
Listen, watching. Listen, like there's a big difference. Watching and being on the court and actually playing and watching is two different things. Like watching and playing is two different things. You got to combine the playing with the watching as well. And that's when you
Oh, yeah.
get the full knowledge of knowing what other players is thinking and knowing what they're going
Yeah.
through.
And you
You
could
only
tell
could
with
get
somebody
so much.
heart pump Kool-Aid.
You
You
only
know what I'm talking
yeah,
about. You know
bro.
with somebody heart pump Kool-Aid.
And the only way you'll be able to know that you would have had to been a player and to look your opponent in the eye and go against him and break him down point by
Mhm.
point until he get there, until when he's about to break or when you see him breaking. That's how you can recognize other niggas that ain't got it. That's how
Yep.
you can recognize who real and who's fake. And LeBron
Mm.
James is a fake, bro.
How?
And
It's not a
bro,
Kobe Bryant.
here's the
He's not
funny
a
part.
Michael
And
Jordan.
analytics can't
fake.
break down the human component. Because if I get in your face and I
Uh-huh.
get you shook, there ain't no stat for that, for you being shook and scared to do
Yeah,
certain
it
things.
ain't no word.
Who LeBron
Because
scared of?
we are human,
Kawhi
you know.
Leonard.
LeBron not scared of no damn Kawhi.
All right.
I mean, I don't like. Okay, he had Kawhi beat him one time. LeBron beat him one time too. Like, I mean, how was he scared?
Bro, LeBron James don't want to go against Kawhi Leonard.
No, for me, I think
Kawhi
you
Leonard
know
be
who he ducks
locking his
more. He ducks Kevin Durant. Like, remember that series? Both series too.
I don't think LeBron could guard Kevin Durant, to be honest. I don't
Durant
see
can't
it.
guard
To be
LeBron.
honest.
Mhm.
LeBron put up 52.
Kevin Durant's not a good defender neither. I get both, but I still give him the edge on defense over LeBron, though. I still think he's a tad bit
listen,
I
better.
think
man,
Kevin
like,
Durant's an underrated defender.
Mm. Mm. What about you, Who?
the only thing I know is when Kawhi and LeBron matches up, I never seen LeBron hit 30. LeBron already hit a 30-point game on Kawhi.
No. Oh,
He
yeah.
probably had like one or two 30-point games on Kawhi.
Bro, Kawhi's the most overrated player, bro. Oh my gosh.
You think Kawhi Leonard's overrated?
Yes, he's overrated. What has he done? Like legitimately done. He wasn't
He
even
won
a
with
bet.
the Raptors. He took
That was
that team didn't win
injury.
anything.
Durant and Thompson got hurt. What are you talking about?
Injuries are part of the game, brother. If we're gonna go about that, we got to dismiss everybody's championship. Gillian just discussed that.
This shit. Then dismiss it. Then dismiss all they championships. Kawhi Leonard, if Durant was playing, man, what are you talking about? You know damn well KD was playing. You know,
I
Kawhi
agree
got a
with
lucky he had a bounce Mr. Sixers too.
Listen,
That shit,
man.
that's like a horse shot, bro.
Hey,
Like,
man.
remember
He
Ray
made it,
Allen
though.
too?
Rim
Ray
6
Allen,
times.
like, and the Ray Allen shot, they got offensive rebound.
Yeah, that was a swish though. Kawhi shit bounced around the rim 85 times.
No, but they got offensive rebound. If they put Duncan in the game, Duncan grabs that rebound.
Oh,
Ryan
I
said,
guess
"Talk
it
about my Eagles." There's nothing to talk about with my Eagles, man. We suck. That's all right. We gonna come back. Though.
Miles
we got a
Sanders
tough-
is trash in fantasy.
We got a tough schedule. You know. Say that again, Ligo.
I said I have Miles Sanders in fantasy, and he's trash.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Dude, he doesn't. What's it called? Hurt. Apparently, doesn't Hurt have the most rushing yards on the team?
Guess so.
I don't
No,
want
I don't
Hurts.
know if
I don't
it's
want
true or
Hurts on
not.
my team, though, man. I'm sorry. I don't want him. I mean, you Bears fans, you guys can have him. You know.
We
I
had
think he'd
enough
be better.
suffering.
Hey, man, I'm with you, bro. I've been suffering along with them.
Yeah, you just won a Super Bowl like 3 years ago. So.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You just beat the
Hey.
Patriots, man.
Man, hey, that's 2018. That just,
For us, it's been 30 years.
you know, I'm talking about now in the rest. You know, it's an old saying. What have you done for me lately? So it is what it is, man. Yo, what up, Zach?
Yo, I got Miles Sanders on my fantasy, and he absolutely shot of one.
Damn.
You know why? Because
Wow.
the Chiefs had the 31st ranked defense run. So I'm like, you know what? Let's take them.
Bro, I kind of thought that the Eagles was gonna pull away, you know, but man, our defense sucked. They dropped 42 on us, man.
I mean, it's the Chiefs, though. I mean, understandable.
Yeah, I know Ligo, but at the same time, man, Hope, brother. We took
The
that lead
Chiefs-
early. We took
the
that
Chiefs
lead
don't even
early. I
play-
was happy as a mug, boy.
Bro, they don't even play real football. All they have is Tyreek Hill run the ball, like run really far, and they stole the ball. That's not real football.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill runs real fast.
Hell yeah.
Nah,
What
but
do
the
you
pay.
call,
Go
the
ahead.
Cardinals are killing the Rams right now.
Mm.
They're up 34-13 on them.
What's the
Damn.
game's breakdown right now? I don't know. A lot of games got played.
Well, right now the only game I'm getting over here in Chicago is the Packers Steelers. Packers are killing them right now.
Go on sports.
Wow.
Go on sportsserve.net. Gives you all the free games.
All right, thanks for that plug, man. We could all use that because we're trying to watch all these games.
Yeah, it's red
No.
zone on it too.
Right now
What's
the
your-
game's going on. Ravens are up 10 on the Broncos.
What y'all think about Aaron Rodgers? Lee Goat and Zach.
He's better than Tom Brady.
He's better
Better
than
than-
Big Ben.
Is he overtime Brady? Is Tom
Yeah, he
Brady
is.
overrated? Tom Brady's overrated for y'all, even though with them
Not.
seven chips.
He's not overrated.
So he's not, but he's not the GOAT for you though.
Nah, Rodgers the GOAT.
Wait,
Ooh.
all time? Rodgers to go all time?
We're talking about one player skill set. Rodgers has the best skill set I've ever seen.
All
All
did you
time,
watch
all
football?
time.
So you take him over Joe Montana?
I don't
Peyton
know who that
Manning.
is. He's old as hell. I can't
Peyton
tell you about Joe
Manning.
Montana.
Joe Montana.
To me, I used to be a big Peyton Manning guy because he
Mhm.
was like amazing. But then I kind of switched over after like Brady won a couple of rings because I used to be a big Peyton Manning guy.
You know who I liked? Barry Sanders back in the day. It's my favorite running back.
The joystick?
Lions,
I joystick. Remember, he was a cheat code in video games, Lee Goat.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Carson Wentz won for the Colts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
3 TDs.
Oh, what's it called? The Jets won a game this week. They finally won a game.
Well, who won the Jets?
Yeah, they beat the Titans in
Titans.
overtime.
Dude, the Bills are just shutting everyone down.
Yo,
Yeah.
the Bills' offense is scary, man.
40-0 on the Texans.
Exactly. I would keep telling people that offense is scary from the Buffalo Bills, man.
Yeah,
They should be
the
a
Chiefs next week.
they should be a lock to go to the Super Bowl, bro.
What do you guys think about the game tonight, Patriots and Buccaneers?
Oh, it's gonna be a murder.
I'm doing some props on that game.
I'm going with the Buccaneers, man. I think Tom Brady gonna want to get this W against his former team. He should
Y'all
come
know
out
what-
ready to play.
Y'all know what happens on Thanksgiving when the turkeys get slaughtered.
Oh yeah, no question.
So
man.
that's what's gonna happen tonight.
They got too many wide receivers.
Who do you think? Who do you guys think is more responsible for the dynasty, Belichick or Brady?
Is that a question?
Brady.
I don't know. I think if Brady was drafted to another team, I don't think he would have been who he was. I think Belichick helped develop him and gave him that.
Well, we'll see with
strong
Mac Jones,
mentality.
right? We'll see with Mac Jones. See what happens.
Didn't the Patriots just miss the playoffs?
Yeah, but they had like a bunch of injuries, and Cam Newton's another like weird guy to me. Cam Newton remind me of he's the Kyrie Irving of the NFL.
Word.
Not
You agree?
really.
Wow. Just
No,
speaking
he's
of
always like he's a good player, but he always has like mental issues.
speaking of Kyrie Irving, does he leave Brooklyn Nets? Because I honestly believe he's going
What's
to get
going on
traded
with
at some
that
point.
game right now?
Which one? The Nets and Lakers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nets won that. It was just a
They won?
preseason game. I just
everyone
wanted to
even
see
play or no?
the role play.
Durant
No,
didn't
AD.
play.
Durant did. Mostly all the starters didn't play besides AD. You know, so
I don't know why
I
the
just-
hell
I
AD's
just-
playing. He's gonna get
I
that
just-
hurt again.
exactly, man. That's another thing. He's so injury prone.
No,
I just wanted to see
you
how the
think
role
if he
players
play,
look.
though, if he doesn't play, he has a higher chance. To me, I feel like if you play more, your body gets used to it.
I'm gonna be
Oh, yeah.
betting against the Lakers a lot.
He said
Don't
a
do
lot.
that. Don't do that.
No, on the spread. Like if they're favored by like 9 points, I'm always
Oh.
gonna pick the other team.
Y'all bet on
Because of
FanDuel or
Westbrook.
what?
No, it's just a local. We got some local stores here. We just bet. So.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
because
right
of
now, I'm
Westbrook,
not that excited for NBA season.
Hey,
To me, it's the Cleveland versus Warriors thing all over again.
y'all seen they offered the Nuggets Ben Simmons for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets said that's an insult to them.
What? That's crazy, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm up for a Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons trade. I think that helps the Nets a little more because they
And it
get
helps the Sixers too.
because I think
But then,
James Harden and Kyrie cancel each other out.
but then what I heard though, I heard Durant didn't want because he wants Kyrie to stay.
Oh yeah. Durant is the main reason why Kyrie Irving is still a Brooklyn Net because
The reason.
that trade was up. Yeah, that trade was up until he nixed it.
Yeah.
Kyrie's
So,
not going to play this year.
you don't think he gonna get vaccinated?
No, he's not. He's
Mm.
not going to get vaccinated.
That would stand against all his principles if he does get vaccinated.
Andrew Wiggins' ass sold this morning. He got it because they were going to buy him a bunch of money.
See, Andrew Wiggins and Kyrie they're in two different places though. Andrew Wiggins not gonna nearly make as much money as Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
I think there's vaccine stuff. I don't know if Kyrie's doing it because he's actually scared, or he thinks there's risk, or he's doing it just to make a point.
He's doing it because of conspiracies. He's up. He's
that's what
he
he's
thinks
saying.
he thinks he
spiritual.
controls people and stuff like that. Yeah. So he's down with the conspiracy of the getting vaccinated is plea to control like black people and stuff like that. There's a whole list of it. I forgot what the whole quote was about, but I read it before. So he's on that conspiracy stuff.
I mean, he can't be getting controlled that much, man. He's making a damn near $40 million.
There you go. These rich people are crazy sometimes, man.
He believes the earth is flat. So.
Kyrie Irving's a very weird dude, man. He moved very differently. He's the type of guy that you could talk to one day, and the next day he may completely annoy you and act like you don't even exist.
Hey, Prince, you know what one of my friends told me? He said, Kyrie Irving makes Dennis Rodman look like Kyle Macy.
He's definitely in a weird space, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually takes a season off. This is the same guy that was threatening to get surgery just to leave the Cavaliers.
What they call it? John Sally said he might retire.
Yeah, I mean that's shaky.
Shit, let him retire, man. Get him the hell out of Brooklyn, man. He's trying to win a championship. Don't need that fine every day. Damn, man, pissing me off.
There you go. You're making me laugh, man. You don't want to see Kyrie play. You're not a fan of Kyrie.
I mean, it's shit easier for LeBron that way. Maybe he's trying to get number 5 this year.
Hey, man, the more the merrier, though, man. I know you want to see at least competition go down and players play, right?
Yeah.
Well,
man.
I'm just hoping that there's some like upset where like the Bucks or the Nuggets, like some of those, I hope those sleeper teams that everyone's been putting down. I hope they like make some type of surprise.
Yeah, no question, man. Word. But yeah, man. It was good shopping it up with you brothers, man. We about to head up out of here, man.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Lee Goat, we're gonna see how your Lakers do this upcoming season. I still think it's gonna be the whole season is gonna be Lakers and Nets anyway. So don't get at me when I'm talking about LeBron and Kevin Durant a lot because I think that's all the storylines for the NBA anyway. All right, man. You have a good one, brother. It was good to have you talk on here, man. Yeah. See, it's good to have brothers come up in here, man, and they have difference of opinion, and we still could talk. That's why I said anybody's free to come in here, man. I don't care if you're a LeBron, you think LeBron's the GOAT, you think this and that. It's perfectly fine with me, man. We're just shooting the breeze, talking sports. And shout out to the great one holding down Chicago. Shout out to Lee Goat holding down Chicago. I'm surprised he's a Chicago cat and he got LeBron as the GOAT. But hey, this is the first time for everything. Shout out to G Money and shout out to Hoop Fact. Shout out to everybody, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And peace. Keep it 3,000, man. Stay safe out there.